Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel if you are new. Hello, my name is V. I am posting one video every single day up until Christmas. That is 25 videos. We're on day 8. If you missed any of my previous ones, make sure to check them out. Trust me, you do not want to miss out. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on your post notifications as I'm inserting giveaways throughout the entire month of December. That being said, this video is being sponsored by Modelones. A huge shout out to them for sponsoring today's video. If you are familiar with my work, I have used their products before. So if you missed any of those videos, make sure to check them out to hear my full thoughts on their products. Otherwise, make sure to shop their website and use my discount code to save a little bit of money. For today's video, I am doing a winter set. I feel like snowflakes are really in for winter, so I had to use them again. We are doing light blues, tons of glitter, snowflakes, and I'm also throwing in there the sweater nail art design. Such an easy method to create this, so if you are struggling with the knitted sweater design, definitely keep on watching. That being said, I am doing a giveaway on today's video. I'm going to be sending one lucky winner the Modelones Nail Gel Extension Builder Enhancement Kit. It comes with everything you need to create some bomb nails. How to enter? Comment down below if you have watched all of my Christmas videos. Comment down below your answer and you will automatically be entered. No, I'm not going to count it against you if you have not watched them all. I'm just curious, so comment down below. That will enter you into the giveaway. Don't forget to turn on your post notifications because I am announcing the winners on the community section of my channel. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Now let's get right into it. Getting right into today's video, I did start off with a pre-prepped practice hand. On the practice hand, I did apply the Not Polish Universal Tips. And I'm just going ahead with my acrylic application. I'm using this very sheer light blue Mylar acrylic. I figured it would be perfect for this set and I wanted it to be all of the winter vibes. So I'm going ahead and applying that on the pinky nail. And I'm just kind of trying to flatten it out. It is very chunky, so I want to make sure that it is as flat as possible so that when I encapsulate, I have no issues with any of them sticking out. So I'm just lightly patting it into place, making sure everything is nice and smooth. And then I'm going to be layering on this iridescent glitter over top as well. Super sparkly, definitely perfect for winter. Now for today's video, I am using the Not Polish acrylic brush in the size 12 along with the Modelones monomer. Now I went ahead and encapsulated this nail. Normally I wait until the end, but I get those random moments where I want to encapsulate right after. So I went ahead and just did that while I was on that finger. And I'm just applying the Modelones clear acrylic over top of that very gently. As I mentioned before in one of my videos with Modelones products, it is a little bit on the runny side, but as long as you get your liquid to powder ratio down right with their products, you should be good to go. I didn't really have any issues this time versus the first time that I used them. I did struggle a little bit, but once you get the hang of it, the application process is a lot easier. Now for the ring finger, I am using this stunning baby blue color. It is the perfect color for winter nails, so I had to use it. Very, very pigmented, very, very opaque, which I love. It makes such an easy way to change out acrylic designs when you have a very opaque color. So definitely recommend this one. I am obsessed with it so far. So I'm just applying a pretty large bead of acrylic near that middle section, and then I'm starting to pat it out, blend it down towards the tip, and I'm always making sure that I'm cleaning up the sides during the process so that the nail does not get really chunky on the sides and it doesn't add any extra width. I want to keep my shape as perfect as possible since the beginning. So now I'm going in with a second bead and just applying that right over top, more near the cuticle, and then just lightly blending it down. You can see I'm not struggling with this powder, super easy to work with. I'm obsessed with the color like I already said. So now I'm just going in with another bead near the cuticle area, and I'm still leaving that little space just because I really want to focus on that cuticle and I don't want to have any of the product flow into it. And then with a very small bead of acrylic, I'm going in that cuticle area, gently pushing it up, making sure that I'm holding the finger in a downward position, and then I start blending it out. Now I'm just adding a little bit more product wherever I feel like I need to add a little bit of thickness. Now for our middle finger, I decided to do another snowflake nail. I feel like you can really achieve a good, perfect Christmas nail, but you can also change up the colors to give it a different vibe. So I did do the red ones with snowflakes, and now I'm doing it blue, and it just gives it a whole different feel. So I figured I would go ahead and show you guys this version as well. I'm going in and applying a little bit of that blue. All I want to do is conceal that white tip, and I want to conceal the area where the tip meets the natural nail, or what would be the natural nail. And then I'm going to be adding a little bit of chunky glitter. Now I'm taking my chunky snowflakes. I use these in my other video as well. So I'm taking some tweezers and just bending the snowflake just slightly. This helps with encapsulating. It just makes it a lot easier. The last time I used them, I kind of had to spend a lot of time just pressing down the edges so that it didn't pop up whenever I encapsulated. So I went ahead and just pre-bent them. It did not take long at all, and it just fixes that issue in itself. So again, the larger ones really are the only ones that I need to bend. For these smaller snowflakes, I'm just going ahead and placing them on the acrylic. Just lightly bending it. Obviously, I don't want to mess it up. All I want to do is make it a little bit more curved so that it sits a little bit nicer on that nail. And if the acrylic has already dried, I just go ahead and apply a little bit of acrylic where I'm going to be adding another snowflake, and then I place the snowflake over top of that. And on this one, I ended up taking a little bit of acrylic and just applying it over top of that snowflake to hold it in place. And then again, for the index finger, I am doing the exact same thing as I did on the pinky nail. I'm going ahead and encapsulating. Once again, I'm using the Modelones clear acrylic for this step. I'm just going in and making sure that I'm creating the thickness that I want, and also making sure that I am protecting that chunky glitter for when I go into file. I do not file any of it off. Once everything is nice and dry, I'm going in with my Kiara Sky rechargeable e-file. Along with that, I'm using the Kiara Sky 5-in-1 bit. It is medium grit. I'm just going in and filing the surface very, very gently. I'm going around the cuticle area and then filing vertically up and down the length of the nail. I like to do this just because I feel like I have better grasp of that e-file this way as I'm filing on a longer surface versus if I do it horizontally. So I'm just making sure that I'm gently going around the cuticle area, making sure that the acrylic is nice and flush to the natural nail. And then I'm going over top of the entire surface. I do have my e-file at about 8,000 RPMs. That's what I feel is best for myself to use. I'm taking my Tammy Taylor peel and stick file and just filing the sides into shape. I want to make sure that the shape is nice and crisp. Although I do focus a lot on my acrylic application, you still want to do this step because no matter how hard you try to perfect that since the beginning, there will still be little places that need to be fixed. So make sure you are not skipping this step. Now I'm flipping the hand around to look at the nails from the client's perspective. Now I'm just scoring off those nails, making sure there are no imperfections. If there are, I'll go ahead and fix them at this point. I did go ahead and buff the nails off camera, accidentally forgot to record. So now I'm just going in with my lint-free wipe and some swipe, cleaning off the surface, making sure it is nice and dust-free. Now I'm taking these really cute metallic snowflakes. They have tons of little Christmas decals, so I'm obsessed with these. These are from Profiles. I'm just taking the blue colored ones and applying that on the finger where I applied the snowflakes. And it's just going to be like an extra little touch. Definitely adds a little bit of oomph to that design. So I am obsessed with these. And then I chose a smaller size as well. And I was just kind of trying to see where I wanted to place it. And I figured I would keep them all clustered kind of in the center area. Firmly press that down and it looks so cute. So for the ring finger, I'm going to be doing the sweater design. And I'm just applying my top coat first, which is Matte It from Not Polish. This helps with the drawing process, but it also keeps your nail perfect because I am going to be kind of texturizing that nail art. So I want the base to be ready to go and I don't have to top coat afterwards. So I'm going to be doing 2 lines kind of on the edges. As you can see, I drew one on the right hand side and then I'm going to be doing the same thing on the left side. I'm leaving a little bit of room also on the outer side of that line. There was a little fuzzy, so I went ahead and removed that with my tweezers. And now we're going to be doing 2 sections of lines. So one tiny line and then one right across from it. As you can see, it reminds me of the road. Don't judge me. But that's basically kind of what it looks like in my eyeballs. So I'm going in and doing that repeatedly. I'm just leaving a little bit of space between both of those lines and each side of those lines. And now I'm going to be connecting the first left-hand sided one to the second right-sided one. And I'm going to kind of swerve it a little bit so that it has a curved edge to it versus just straight and blocked. And as you can see, that's going to make such an easy sweater knitted design. Again, I'm taking the second left one and connecting it to the third right one with that same curve to it. And then I am adding a little bit of thickness while I'm doing this. Such an easy way of creating this design. I feel like I used to really break my head over trying to get it perfect. And I learned this technique probably 3 to 4 years ago when I first started doing nails, and it is such an easy way of doing this design. Now on the outer edges, I'm just going to be doing tiny dots going down the sides. What I love about sweater nails is that you can really do any design as long as you make it symmetrical. I feel like it is so stunning. I am obsessed with sweater nails. But this is definitely the simple version of sweater nails. There are definitely more intricate ones. So before I place that in the light, it is still wet. I just applied it. I'm going in with that same blue acrylic powder from Modelones that I used underneath. And I'm just pouring that over top. This is going to give it some texture as well as giving it kind of that same blue tint to it. Now, of course, you can match it a little bit better by mixing a light blue color with your gel paint, applying it, and then placing the powder over top. But I kind of like when it shows a little bit more of that detail. And then I just cured it in the light, shook the rest of it off. And now I'm top coating. I am using the Not Polished Gloss It. For the rest of the nails, I decided to do shiny so you guys don't hate me with all the matte nails. And I really loved how it ended up really bringing out that glitter and also highlighting that ring finger because it's matte. The contrast definitely is super cute. So of course, I'm going to be placing that in the light for at least 1 minute. That basically concludes today's video. Let me know what you guys think down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. And now I'm just adding a little bit more product wherever I feel like I need to add a little bit of thickness.